Hello, and how is it doing? Great as always, because it is great to the great, and welcome to the year 2020. At this point in time, if you're watching from the future, aliens have come to Earth and they've gone. That was a terrible joke. Anyways, yeah, welcome to the year 2020. It's really weird to say that. I just think the year 2020 sounds so futuristic for some reason. Probably because it was in a sci-fi movie somewhere that I watched. That was year 2020 was in the future. Anyways, yeah, new year, new me, haha, right? Haha, just kidding, not at all. It's still the same old me. And in the same old me fashion, why create a new trend for the new year when I can just make a video about the last year? Oh wait, in this case, it's also the last decade. Extra content. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna make a quick video just talking about 2019, the last decade, and 2020 because why not? I made a post on Twitter, but it was sort of a condensed version of what I want to say. So let's go about it. Oh, and for those of you who generally watch my update videos, I apologize. Every past update video I've done, I've just done something stupid with the picture in it, so it's not just a still image for like 8 minutes, 10 minutes. But yeah, it's probably gonna be either that or some random background video of I don't know what anymore, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, yeah, let's talk about 2019. Let's talk about the last year first, as always, because it's the freshest in everyone's minds. And like I said a lot of this on Twitter already, but for people who don't follow me on Twitter, I might as well give you guys a recap on how I feel as well, and kind of it does sort of correlate to how I'm doing right now and whatnot. So yeah, 2019 was pretty disappointing in my opinion. I think I definitely grew a lot last year. Like obviously, I grew a lot, and there's no denying that factor. But I also don't feel like I'm where I want to be after the last year. I don't feel like I really accomplished a whole lot. Personally, I think a lot of my series that I did sort of flatlined, kind of died out, didn't end well. I mean, FTO is one of those. I mean, people are still wondering what FTO is, and to be honest with you, I said it was gonna be this week, but it ain't gonna be this week because I haven't even written it yet, and I apologize for that. But you know what? I think that kind of comes into the whole question of like motivation and stuff. I think a lot of 2019, I stopped lacking certain motivations. Um, in certain places. I mean, definitely Origins at some point in time. Like I was really excited for FTO when it came out, and at some point in time in it, I panicked. I think Origins of Olympus. I know it was a huge series, and obviously it was big, but for me, I never really felt that way. My series was just about as average as it always does. I mean, Origins generally does well for me, which isn't a huge surprise, but it just did about as average as every other Origin series. In fact, I think FTO did better on many occasions than Origins of Olympus did for me. So it's pretty crazy to think about that, right? I mean, OO is huge for a lot of people, but for me, it wasn't that much. But it did grow the fan base quite a lot, which was exciting. I mean, it grew the Origins like fan base and created like a solid like fandom, if you want to call it that, surrounding the Origins group, which is pretty cool in my opinion. And a lot of art and stuff has come out of that, and I've met people because of the Origin series, which is nice. But yes, that's sort of how I feel about 2019. A lot of the year I felt really unmotivated and frustrated about a lot of different things. I was struggling with like personal like issues as well. Going through, so like I felt a lot of paranoia for most of the year. Actually, for the good half of the second half of the year, I felt a lot of paranoia and frustration, and I struggled a lot. I mean, part of that too is definitely not living a healthy lifestyle either. I mean, I just didn't exercise as much as I should and eat as well as I should, and that's something I'm trying to change. So I've been eating better since the beginning of the year, which is exciting. And I actually have like a regimented program I'm on, so I'm not like going to just like cop out in a month, right? My plan is to actually lose quite a lot of weight because I need to get healthier again because I'm not a healthy person and I'm very overweight, which is unfortunate. But you know what? Trying to get myself healthier, so that'll be nice. But yeah, so 2020 was kind of just a overall. I guess the best way I could describe it for me was meh. Finished my third year of college, went into my fourth year, my senior year of college, and because of that, I've been stressed with graduation stuff and finishing my degree and getting my resume done and my portfolio and all that stuff. Because believe it or not, I just don't make enough money from YouTube right now to support myself as like a full-time career. I was hoping by the time I left college that it would be a lot larger than this, and I think it should be. And I think that's something that personally frustrates me. I think I didn't put nearly enough time and effort into the channel as I should have, and I really only started to get into it around December, which is frustrating to me because I need to put more effort in. I feel like I definitely need to put more effort in, but recently, it's been a struggle to find motivation for various reasons that I won't talk about. So yeah, motivation has been kind of not fun. So yeah, I guess that's how 2019 was for me. I mean, 2020 is like 2020, the last decade, I should say. The 2010s is a whole different ballgame because the 2010s, a lot happened for me, obviously. I moved out of Florida to California, biggest one, for sure. And around the time I moved out to California, as I started my YouTube channel, I was already well into YouTube, I think probably by the end of 2011, 2012. And I was well into Minecraft at the same time as well. So I'd been playing even back then when I was like a little young lad of maybe like 14 or something, 13, 12, 13, 14 years old. So I was pretty young when I, got into YouTube and stuff. Got into it, I mean, by watching it. But I started my YouTube channel in 2013. Yep, this is around the year I moved out to California. I think November 2013, actually, believe it or not, was the birth of my channel. Actually, you can go check my About page. It just says all that. By the way, don't go to my About page because it's so out of date. It's probably like a year and a half out of date at this point. Anyways, yeah, 20, and then graduated high school and went to college, and here I am 4 years later in college and 22 years old and about to graduate. Yeah, also my birthday happened at the end of December. I know a lot of people wish me happy birthday on Twitter, and that means a lot, and thank you guys for all that. And I think I've even seen some of the comments, which is crazy. Discord as well, a lot of people wish me happy birthday on my Discord, and it meant a lot to me because I don't generally celebrate my birthday. It's just not something I'm like, I just don't. I say hi to my mom, dad, and I usually go out for dinner with them, and that's about it. And that's usually fine. That's generally fine for me, so it's no big deal. But yes, other than that, like 2010s was just such a bizarre circumstance, a set of events, just the whole thing. I mean, between the fact that from 2010 to 2020 was the blow up of the online media and entertainment industry. I mean, hell, YouTube started to grow rapidly. Netflix started to grow rapidly. Other companies were made. I think Twitter became big. TikTok and Vine and all these like massive social media platforms grew in these 10 years. They weren't really existent for those of you who are too young to remember. They don't really exist in the early 2000s because it just didn't. My first phone was a Razr flip phone. Like, it makes me feel old saying that. Like, a lot of people have grown up on the idea of having Twitter and YouTube and TikTok and Twitch and all these things, and these are all like newfangled devices for me, I guess. Not that I understand what they do and everything, obviously, but it's not something I grew up with. I know I was an adult when a lot of these things came out. Like TikTok, man, TikTok came out when I was 20 years old, 21 years old. So, I mean, obviously, like, I'm not, I guess, yeah. But yeah, that's sort of how the 2010s was. It's just a weird growth of a whole decade. Obviously, like, big events happened in my life, graduated high school, into college, became 21 years old, stuff like that. So, became an adult in that time. Grew facial hair in the 2010s. Definitely did that. Yeah, so the decade was pretty interesting. Anyways, on to the year 2020. That's what we're in, right? No more looking at the past, because that's the past. There's no point in looking at it. Yeah, 2020 is going to be an interesting year. I really want to find my motivation again. And I think I've been slowly finding it in more passionate projects, becoming more passionate about projects specifically in the last few years, few weeks here, not years, few weeks. The last few weeks, I've been becoming really more passionate about projects and stuff. Demon Slayer, huge example of that. I mean, a few of you have heard of the many hours that I've put into Demon Slayer videos. For those of you who don't know, I spent 3 months making those swords. And for all of you who say they're no dachi, screw off, it's Minecraft. I'm not going to try and proportionalize a sword to a Minecraft character who are already highly disproportionate. You realize nobody's head is twice the size of their torso, right? Alright, anyways. Or, I'm sorry, the width of their torso. Yeah, Minecraft characters, shut up. Shut up. Okay, I put a lot of effort into those videos. So yeah, that's that. But, yeah, I put a lot of hours into those videos. I mean, I think episode 2's edit was literally a whole 3-day process. I mean, I went from editing just the externals and cutting them up and using what was best to actually doing the effects. The effects took a full day and a half. And then doing the swords, like I said, took 3 months. So, that's where we're at with that. And then I really want to try to push harder. I mean, this year's obviously goal for me is graduate college. Like, obviously it's like my big goal. But I also want to get big on YouTube. I want to move out of my college town which I'm at, and I want to move down somewhere else. I want to move in, I want to begin my life outside of this bubble I've been in because I'm tired of it. And stuff like that. So I 2020 is going to be a big year for me personally, more so than professionally. But I definitely want to grow, and I mean I have my goals for the end of the year. I want to hit 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I really want to push. I want to try and go for daily uploads I think from February on. I think I want to try and hit daily uploads. I'm going to choose February because, again, the whole motivation thing and giving myself a little bit of a buffer here. To get everything back on track. Because back on track is the hardest thing that we've run into recently. So yes, it's been like almost 12 minutes now of me just rambling on about this stuff. But 2020, expect it's more personal growth for me, I think, than it is career growth. But career growth is going to entail personal growth in this. So I'm really going to try to push better content out and do more and be more and try more. And I hope you guys will support me on that journey. So yeah, as far as that, I think I want to also try and use social media less, like try to disconnect from the internet more often, because I feel like being on the internet all the time is a problem for me. So yeah, really gonna try and grow as a human being for the remainder for this year, and then 2021, 22 is gonna be huge for the career. So yes. That's my plans. Oh, also, I got to get a job. So at this point, sometime this year as well, when I graduate. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to let you go there because I've been rambling on for now 13 minutes almost. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, let's do this. We'll split this video into 2 parts now. So let's do New Year. Let's do Q&A. I haven't done a Q&A segment in about half a year. So let's do a new Q&A segment for this year. So if you have questions, leave them in the comments below, and I'll answer them in another video. Sound good? Cool. And I'll make sure to put like a post on the actual video, like in the comments, so you guys see it. If you haven't watched up to this point, which you should have, I don't know why you didn't. But yeah. So anyways, just going to do that. So yeah, leave your questions in the comments below, and I'll answer them in another video. Sound good? Cool. All right. Talk to you all in the next one then. Bye-bye.